Hey guys, it's Cal from the Lighting Doctor. Today we're going to quickly show you how to install low voltage landscape lighting and get into what kind of lights you can use with our do-it-yourself kit. So please stay tuned after the video to learn more about our do-it-yourself landscape lighting kits. First step in installing landscape lighting is determining what kind of lights you're going to use. Up and accent lighting is the most popular, commonly used for highlighting trees and different structures around their property. Wash lighting is great for lighting the exterior of homes and featuring and casting shadows on beautiful stonework around the property. Path and garden lighting also very popular for lighting pathways and gardens and different features around the property. And finally, hardscape lighting is another popular light commonly used around barbecue areas, fences, decks, steps, and so on. A great way to determine what's going to look good on your property is simply by taking a flashlight at night and going and highlighting and shining it on different features and structures around your landscape to see what's going to look great. Another tip or shortcut is to use a 9-volt battery. If you already have landscape lights, just hook the wires up to the terminals and you should be able to light those to see what looks great. When choosing your lights, something we recommend is using really high quality incandescent and halogen fixtures and retrofitting them with energy efficient LED technology bulbs that will not only save you money on power, but will also last pretty much the life of your fixture so that you're not having to change bulbs on a yearly basis.
Just want to explain a little bit about the transformers, so basically the brains of your system. After you've placed your lights and you know what kind of lights you're going to use, the next step is determining what size transformer you're going to use. So a real simple way to do this, and if you're using a good quality light, when you buy it, it'll usually tell you how many watts that fixture is actually going to produce. If not, it'll usually tell you, if you actually look on the bulb, it'll tell you if it's 4.5 watts, 5.5 watts. Typically for LED, that's about as big as you're going to get, but on the box it should say how many watts if you're buying a good quality fixture. So, you know, on this project we've got 10 lights. Each of these lights uses approximately 4.5 watts, so 10 times 4.5 is 45 watts. So we want to size our transformer just slightly bigger than that. The better quality light that you have, the less you got to oversize your transformer. If you're using a really cheap light or a low quality light, you probably want to give yourself a little bit more room because the light's going to actually use more power than that might actually say. With a good quality fixture, you're pretty safe if you just oversize it a little bit. So we're going to use a 60-watt transformer here from Kichler, which is really simple to use. It's got a small timer on it as well as a photo cell, and you can see we basically just mounted it to the side of the house here with a couple screws. And once we get all our wire laid out, we're going to wire those into here. And then something we've done to kind of take it to the next level and make this Wi-Fi is we've added something called it's from Weon. It's an outdoor Wi-Fi timer switch that we use with a lot of our transformers, as well as you can use it with Christmas lights or whatever. And how we use this is basically we just plug this into our GFCI receptacle, and then we plug our transformer directly into that. And then from there, now we can run all our lights from a simple mobile app from Weon. And we do this a lot of the time. It just gives us that flexibility, and it's a cool way to add Wi-Fi to your system.
Okay, so we're just wiring up our lights here now. My favorite connectors to use here is these snap lock connectors. They're super easy to use. They hold the wires tight. They're gel filled, so they keep it completely waterproof. Usually what I do is after we've got the wire ran out, I usually leave a little bit of a loop at every light so that if we need to move it or make any changes or anything like that, we've got some extra room to play with. And simply just cutting into our wire, coming in and going out. Strip the ends of that, just an inch or two, just enough so we can get it into the snap lock connectors. And then we'll also have our 2 wires that go to our fixture. So in this case, we've actually got an in-ground fixture that we're using. So we've got that, and we've got the wires there. So just twist off the ends so we can get them in nice and clean to our snap lock connectors. And These snap block connectors that we're using here are pretty much good from 18 gauge wire all the way to 10 gauge low voltage wire. So what you do is they just open up. There's a couple ports on the bottom. You've got your wire coming in, goes into one, push it right to the end. You've got your wire going out, goes into the other port, and then you've got your fixture wire, goes into the last port. And then you snap that tight, and you can see those wires aren't coming loose. And then you do that with your other set of wires. Open it up, you got your fixture wire, it goes in one. Your wire coming in goes into another, and your wire going out into the last port. And then that just snaps tight. And again, those wires are nice and sealed. Take any extra wire, just put it down on the bottom, place your fixture, and you're good to go.
So we've got our lights placed, we've got our transformer hooked up, all our wiring connections are done. Now we're just testing the lights, so we've tested everything, turned on the transformer. All our lights work. I always recommend doing that before you go and start finally burying everything. But since that's all done, we know all our lights work. Last thing is we're just going to bury all our extra wire, and we're going to place and set our lights. And if there's any final little adjustments to be done, we'll do those. I recommend coming back at night when you actually have the lights on. You can see how everything looks, to come back and make any last minute adjustments, just to make sure that everything looks good. But once you've done that, that's pretty much it. Now your landscape lighting system is ready to go.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that, and as always, leave your questions below. We love answering those both on Facebook and YouTube. And if you haven't checked out yet, go to lightingdoctor.ca, where you can see all our do-it-yourself kits, where everything you just watched in the video is all included in a couple different packages, so that you don't have to do all the headache of trying to find what the best lights are, what's going to last the longest, how to size your transformer and all that. We've done all that for you, and we've taken a bunch of different manufacturers, taken the best products that they have, and just bundled them together to create those easy to install kits for you that are just world class. So thanks so much for watching. Please follow us on YouTube and Facebook for more great tips, and we can't wait to